To the world, they were Hollywood's golden couple, the beautiful starlet and the ultimate bad boy. But behind the flashbulbs and movie posters, Ali MacGraw and Steve McQueen's marriage was not the fairy tale it appeared to be. What really happened between them was darker, more volatile, and far more heartbreaking than anyone knew at the time. When Ali MacGraw met Steve McQueen on the set of The Getaway in 1972, sparks flew instantly. She was already a household name after Love Story, the film that made her America's sweetheart. McQueen, on the other hand, was Hollywood's rebel king, charming, dangerous, and untamed. On-screen, their chemistry was electric. Off-screen, it was explosive. Within a year, they were married. But what began as a passionate whirlwind quickly turned into a storm that neither could control. At first, Ali was completely captivated. McQueen had a magnetism that few could resist. He was rugged, fearless, the man every other man wanted to be. But behind that cool exterior was a possessive, deeply insecure man haunted by his own demons. He demanded total devotion, and Ali, still recovering from the end of her first marriage, found herself caught between love and fear. McQueen wanted a wife who would give up Hollywood to be his and his alone, not just emotionally, but physically. He didn't want her working with other actors, didn't want her on movie sets, didn't even want her socializing with friends he didn't approve of. In her own words, Ali said, "I wanted to please him so badly, I just disappeared." So she walked away from her career at the height of her fame. Her decision shocked the industry. She'd been nominated for an Oscar, adored by millions, and had the world at her feet. But for McQueen, none of that mattered. He wanted control, not competition. Behind closed doors, their life together was intense. McQueen's temper, his substance use, and his paranoia took a toll. He could be tender one moment and explosive the next. Friends described their relationship as a love story with a ticking time bomb. Ali later admitted that she endured constant emotional chaos. She loved him deeply, but she also feared him. He cheated, disappeared for days, and would come home acting as if nothing had happened. Yet, despite the turmoil, she stayed, believing that the man she fell in love with was still somewhere inside him. Their love burned too hot to last. By 1978, the marriage had collapsed. Ali had sacrificed her career, her independence, and much of her self-worth for a man who could never truly be tamed. But the story doesn't end in tragedy. After the divorce, Ali began the long journey of rediscovering herself. She spoke openly about the mistakes she made, not with bitterness, but with reflection. "I loved him," she once said, "but I lost myself trying to keep that love alive." When Steve McQueen died of cancer in 1980, just 2 years after their split, Ali was devastated. Despite everything, she never stopped caring for him. "He was the love of my life," she confessed years later. "But he was also the lesson of my life." Looking back, their story wasn't a fairy tale. It was a cautionary tale. A reminder that passion without peace can destroy even the strongest love. Hollywood sold their romance as glamorous. The truth was far from it. It was messy, painful, human. A story of two people drawn together by fire, only to be consumed by it. So the next time you see that iconic scene from The Getaway, remember what looked like chemistry on screen was real, raw, and dangerously true. Ali MacGraw's marriage to Steve McQueen wasn't glorious. It was a love story written in flame, beautiful to watch, impossible to survive.